I bought Wiggy as a rising free, feral New Forest cross warm blood who lacked human contact for the past year. Due to me being the only question in my family and only being 13, I tried my best with him and just worked on building a bond until Christmas. On Boxing Day we had our first ride and he was such an angel. In this clip, I'm just gently putting my weight on him so he gets accustomed to how much he's going to be carrying. Then after putting my weight on him for a bit, we progressed to taking a few steps forward. After walking a few steps and seeing that he was happy, we hopped on. I had my friend leading him. That's what you should always do when you first back a horse. She was giving him treats along the way to positively reinforce how he was going. I was a total passenger through this whole experience. My friend was the one giving him all the cues through the bit and I was just sitting there. Just for some context, I do look a bit tall on him as he is only 13 2 hands and I am 5'5", but I am not near his weight limits. After this lap, we got him to stand and I hopped off. After our first initial ride, we had about 5 more rides at our old yard before moving yards to a yard with better facilities. We did this due to needing our own arena for us to be able to do proper schooling so then we could produce Wiggy to his highest standard. He truly loved it at our old yard, but I think he might have even liked it more at our new one, as he showed his feral side again with all of its excitement. His schooling increased greatly from being able to just walk to being able to walk, trot comfortably and have a bit of a choppy canter as you can see in this. My aim at the start for him was just to get him going as forward as possible on the long sides and not trying to put in any transitions or circles, just so it didn't confuse him too much. After being able to walk, trot, canter comfortably in the school, we took him out for his first hack, which let's say he enjoyed thoroughly. Around April time, he was flourishing. He was doing truly amazing with pole work and even being able to go in the school with other ponies. We went on our first proper hack with one other pony, and let's say Wiggy loved it. He absolutely loved it. We did end up having a little tumble during it, but other than that, it was a very successful ride. Up until May, I'd only let a few advanced riders to ride Wiggy. This was until my beginner Romanian friend came over to England for a holiday. She'd only done horse riding a couple times, but I let her ride Wiggy and he was so sweet to her. He was such a good boy. After improving greatly in the school, we decided to focus on hacking as I knew Wiggy enjoyed it a lot more. He was such a champ and took it all in his stride. We had our first show in around June, July time, which was at a field near to our yard, which was a fun show. We did gymkhana and Wiggy did really well. We placed second once and third twice. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't very busy, but I'm so proud of Wiggy. We did have a slight tumble before entering the ring, but I got straight back on again and we headed right in and he plodded along as though nothing had just happened. Due to it being summer, we definitely prioritised the hacking and he absolutely loved it. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't an absolute angel, as he was a bit strange. If he wanted to go forward, he'd throw shapes in the canter, but then if you didn't let him go forward, he'd throw shapes anyway. We found a hacking buddy at our yard, which Wiggy was very great. We got an instructor and started focusing on schooling again, like circles and transitions, as Wiggy would not be jumping this year as he was only 3, and we definitely do not want to jump him this old. He's always been such a saint in general, but recently, due to the colder weather, he started to throw some extra moves in. In this lesson, thankfully, he was very good. The thing that helped me most with Wiggy was sticking to the rule of 3. He had this thing that if he didn't want to go one direction, he would keep at it and he would make you basically go into the fence or you'd win the fight, basically. The rule of 3 would help me as though I'd win the fight 3 times, so then that would make him go well for the rest of the time. And that worked with basically everything, tying up, poles, etc. Thanks for watching today. Please remember to like and subscribe and turn on notifications to see more.